pushed.
I thought you were pushing from this way.
No, you push it from your end. Push the button.
Okay, but
Push the button.
start streaming.
Yeah. Yep, there it goes. Yeah, I'm up.
I thought you were going to put the picture from down that way.
No, you do it.
What do you mean I do it?
You start your own stream, lady.
I did.
Yeah.
I thought you were doing a camera shot.
Oh, I changed my mind.
Oh.
In other words, I forgot. You're up, by the way.
Okay. I'm polykiss.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. You know
Sometimes polychick BC here on
sometimes it's hard to remember what you are, right?
here on YouTube, but I'm polykiss.
Hey,
And you are.
I'm laughing at the videos that's on in front of me.
Really freaking annoying today. You are.
Hey, I'm Hyperlynx. Why am I annoying?
Because you give me grief.
I didn't give you grief. I haven't done that yet.
Oh, you live for it.
I could. I don't need to, though.
And we are doing this, that, and then some.
Yeah, your mic's got to come up just a tad more. We got too big of a filter on it.
Yeah.
Not the fly swatter.
I
What am
can't.
doing?
That's
Oh.
as far up as it's going to do.
Needs to be beat with a hammer.
There. Yeah, there. I don't
Hmm.
know. I'm waiting for the whole thing to fall down. Okay. I've
Well,
got
this is where I say turn the knob
What knob?
on the end of the handle. Here, I can get up now.
You know.
This one.
Oh, okay. I would have turned this
You
one.
want to go
so-
higher? little bit?
Not really, but you said.
There you go. There you go.
Okay. If this falls off,
It won't.
I will just use sign language. Okay.
I could do that. Nobody saw that. So hang on a second. I'm still trying to get my YouTube loaded.
Okay.
Hyperlynx Gaming. It says I'm live. Oh, look. I just came into my YouTube channel just to find me walking out of the screen.
Oh, there you go.
And I need the notepad that you just changed. So give me a second. You can talk to the peoples. I would talk to the peoples because it just looks silly if I'm not saying anything.
Hi, peoples.
Shit to do, right?
Yeah.
Ah, that's better. I can read that now. Okay, what are we up to today?
Well,
I'm drinking a lot of coffee.
I don't know, but you had me pull this mic up so high I can't see the keyboard now. So,
Oh, I'm sorry.
so let's just hope I don't have to type anything because
You won't. Why would you be typing?
Mousing, I think.
Mousing, yes. Do everything with your mouse.
Yeah. Okay, so
Not
we
your
are.
mouth, but your
we
mouse.
are.
We said who we are.
We are. No, we are on June the 18th.
We are. And we weren't up last weekend because your hair hurt.
I was so tired.
Oh, so was I.
I was so tired.
Jesus.
We had a book lunch on Saturday, and I
It was
think
June 10th, right?
June the 10th, yeah, and I think it was probably the 15th before I felt like I had recovered. There was so much stress
Oh, there was
getting ready for it,
so much going on.
and it, you know, I don't know if there had been a billion people there.
You probably wouldn't have noticed.
I probably wouldn't have been so tired, but because it was sort of long,
The weather
and steady,
killed us.
and the weather
Hang on.
sucked,
I need to get a little
and
closer.
yeah,
There we go.
which you don't think would matter because we were inside, but people don't want to go out. People don't want to go out. They're spoiled by the wonderful weather.
Oh, I know, eh?
And when it rains, we don't want to go anywhere.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. All week long, when your brother was here,
Mhm.
it was nice and sunny and wasn't too warm, except for the couple of days near the end, and I blamed him for that because he brought it with him.
Yeah, it was a little bit warmer. But also, you know, we don't people much. And so
No.
we you know, peopled a lot
That's a lot, especially for me. That's a lot of peopling.
that week because we went out to be part of welcome the uncle to town things, right?
And hey, I went on a road trip.
Twice.
Me,
Yeah, you
this
went.
guy, twice.
Yeah, I went to Vancouver twice. Yeah.
I went to go pick him up and take him back.
Yeah.
When does he fly out again? Do you remember?
I think he's probably home now.
I don't remember.
But
I
I'm
know
not,
he told me, but
I'm not sure. I can't remember.
you know me, I'm horrible with names, dates,
Yeah.
places if it's not written down in front of me.
Yeah, well, I mostly had to worry about where I was when he was here, so.
Yeah, you did okay.
So we did okay. Like I say, I haven't peopled a lot.
Yeah, and of course, I'm going to say this every week when we do this. The YouTube live studio hates me and probably hates you too.
Hmm.
It doesn't pull anything up. Now, I don't see anything going on. My OBS is fine. So, yeah, usual. What do we got this week? Start the rundown.
It'll show up eventually.
Oh, it shows up on the PVR. DVR, that's fine.
So,
I just wish this thing would show up because it actually tells you your real-time views and that when you're done.
So this is Father's Day in Canada.
In the U.S., isn't it?
I think so, but, I don't know. So in Canada, it's Father's Day, and it happens also to be the birthday of two gentlemen in the history of me, which is kind of interesting. One has one's types, I suppose, and one of them is father to my oldest two kids, and
it's not me.
I usually remember that that's what. Today I was busy doing other things. I went, why is the 18th of February? That's why. So anyways, happy birthday to those two gentlemen. I don't think they're watching and would ever watch, but anyway, I don't know.
I think I'd die of shock if they did.
Yeah, I would too. But anyways,
but you'd be surprised who's watching.
True enough. Happy Father's Day. Now, I did a post on my Facebook, and I noticed other people doing posts, and I was watching all the posts about Facebook, and I was interested also too on the advertising that happens. Can you turn the music down just a wee bit?
Nope. But I will. Give me a second.
Yeah.
I'll turn it down to you.
Mostly because it's putting me to sleep.
Yeah. Well, here, we'll change the song.
Okay, that's better.
How's that?
Okay.
Well, see, normally I have the music right about here.
Okay.
It's just there to cover up the little faux pas we both have.
Right. Yeah, I know what it's for. It just was.
Although yours sounds really awesome today with that big fly swatter in front of your face.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, continue.
It was putting me to sleep. Anyways, I was looking at the postings, on Facebook and Instagram and stuff of people wishing people in their lives happy Father's Day, and those commenting on that it wasn't necessarily such a happy deal.
Yeah, we had a few of those.
So when we say happy Father's Day, we assume that
there's a bad
we assume that there's some things to celebrate about the fathers in our lives, and there should be some things to celebrate, but not always. And there are some some fathers that aren't aren't great, and there are fathers who have lost their kids. The child has passed away, or they've been estranged from their kids. There are people whose fathers have passed away. It seems like for Father's Day, we're not necessarily as sensitive as to those kind of twists as we are on Mother's Day. And also the twist of a single mom who is both mom and dad, or a single dad who is both mom and dad. And with single dads, and the social bias to both of those things. When you're a single mom, the entire world thinks you're incompetent, and your parenting is questionable, and you get all kinds of negative feedback. And single dads don't get much. In fact, I think it's worse. Social bias.
For sure.
And so, Father's Day is maybe not a great thing to celebrate for everybody, or for certainly some people, and I acknowledge that, and wish love and healing and support, and change in the social biases that they are supported, and all those things for them. I also saw a posting for non-binary folks.
Yeah, I saw that. Went what?
Calling it Happy Pama Day. And
can you explain that for those of us that are uneducated?
Well, I the Father's Day, Mother's Day, both those are gender specific really terms, and so if we want to be non-gender, we should just say
I get it.
Happy Parenting Day, and maybe there should be just a Parents' Day, but
then we'd only have one, and people get upset.
Yeah, I don't know that we're ready to renew. We could call them Happy Parent 1 and Happy Parent 2 days.
Which is what some organizations do.
Which is what it's... So the BC Family... I think it's Family Law Act. But anyways, the new reversion of that has taken a gender term out, and it's Parent 1 and Parent 2. So maybe that we should change the holiday to be Happy Parent 1 Day and Happy Parent 2 Day.
That would make them happy, wouldn't it?
And then
Pardon the pun.
And then that would, maybe cover all these things. And then there's people, that whose child is fur or has fur, or like dog, cat.
I got one of those. We have one of those.
Yeah. So then they feel like they're, but it's family. So
right.
it's a celebration of family and people stepping up and taking care of people or animals that need to be taken care of, and regardless of gender and regardless of how particular. What?
Check your phone.
I
wasn't going to say it over the air.
Regardless of gender. Okay. Regardless of gender. No, I think it's might be
other side.
Yeah, it's
not that side.
The other side?
Yeah. I noticed it went here. Watch this.
I think I hit myself with my mascara.
Watch this. Watch your screen. Big U. Turn your head the other way. It's gone now. There you go.
I got it. Okay.
I just didn't want to have you up. That's really crooked. Not you.
It's crooked.
Not you. I can fix it.
Yeah, you know how often I do makeup anymore?
There we go. Now it's no longer. Now it's no longer crooked.
Anyways.
So where were we? Sorry. My bad. I was just going for a look.
So Father's Day.
Yep.
And Parent 2 Day, we'll call it.
We'll call it Parent 2 Day today.
Parent 2 Day today.
Okay.
But I noticed something different when we're talking about genderizing it. When I was, or non-gender, or ungenderizing it.
Is that what they call it now?
I don't know.
Sounds good.
I was thinking that all these holidays have been so commercialized. Mother's Day is all about flowers, and Valentine's Day, and here we have Father's Day or Parent 2 Day, and it's pretty commercialized too. But I was interested in the sort of different ads that were coming out. Yeah. Usually it's Canadian Tire and buy
and
Dad.
Home Hardware, Home Depot, and places like that.
Yeah, buy Dad a bunch of tools and all into this manly man stuff. And
wait! You didn't do it right.
It's a manly man.
There you go.
Yeah, manly man stuff, and not everybody would want that. But I saw. I don't know. Can I show that?
Show what?
The ad.
You can't, but I can.
Okay.
Can you very quickly? Where's the URL? Is it somewhere I can find it?
It's not a URL. It's in my email. So I have
keep going, and I'll see what I can do.
Anyways, I found a couple. There's Canada Flowers. I probably shouldn't.
It's okay. Nope, you can do it.
Give them.
Oh no, that's fine. Give them props.
Give them props. But anyways, they were. Here's the. Here's our Father's Day gift guide, I think they called it. And you go and you look and you're like, where? And all it is 15% off, but they have where?
Just hang on, just keep talking.
Oh, a 15% off thing if you buy something from their business. And so it's flowers, right? And but they also have a gift section.
There you go.
And the gift section, there's okay.
It says Father's Day flower and arrangements.
Oh, you went to the website.
Yep.
Well, it's not on the website.
This is their website.
I know that, but it doesn't talk about it on there. I told you that. That's why I kept the ad.
Oh, sorry.
So for some reason, it's not on there, and you search Father's Day, and it's not on there. But on their email that they sent out, it's 15% off particularly for Father's Day.
Forward
and
it to me.
And the code is, well, never mind.
Okay.
The code is save15. But what they show is baskets of flowers from their thing, but they have a gift basket section, and normally it's a bottle of wine or something and chocolates and like that would be sort of a, you would think, female thing, right? And most people, if they're going to send flowers, it wouldn't send flowers to a guy. However, there are some guys who just love flowers.
Yeah,
and I've sent flowers to men before.
Oh, here's one of my favorite ones.
But anyways, the one for Father's Day is 4 bottles of beer. I think it's Heineken. Beer, and then
green
some,
one.
and then some like chocolates and stuff like that for Dad. And I thought, well, that's a neat approach. So, and then they gave you the option. They didn't say, here's what you need to buy for the guy for Father's Day. They gave you the option of buying flowers in the flower baskets or their gift baskets. Either one, you get 15% off. That's canadaflowers.ca.
Yeah, check this one out. One of my favorite sites.
And what's this?
Edible Arrangements doing Father's Day stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're giving 15% off or something.
Okay.
Oop, okay,
well, there you go. Edible.
Dad's the goat celebration. There you go.
There you go.
My glucometer just exploded.
Goat.
Goat, get it?
Yes, goat, greatest of all times. Yeah.
Yeah, really pump Dad's ego. He needs it.
And,
okay, there's a stupid thing to say. I hate to say it, but that's really dumb.
What?
They're calling them edible donuts. Well, of course they're edible. Have you ever seen an inedible donut? Right there in the middle.
Well, I mean, there's the ones you sit on. They're not edible. So then we also had, so that was Canada Flowers on Father's Day gift guide, 15% off.
Yay.
Okay, then there was True Earth,
yep,
which is where I get my, True Earth is awesome, by the way.
Yep.
I don't mind to push them either. So it's true.earth.
Is it an email ad or can I look up the site for you?
You can look up the site if you want. There is a site. So their Father's Day is, the code is DAD15, and you can get anything you want from them. But they do, True Earth does laundry detergent. They started out with laundry detergent Eco Strips. So they're water soluble.
Here it comes.
Stuff. So it's like the laundry detergent without the water. You just got the strip. So you tear up the strip and you put it in the washer, and it mixes with the water and suddenly becomes laundry soap. They have that, and they now have a multi-service cleaner and dishwasher little tabs.
No, we should tag them in this, and they could maybe sponsor us too.
Maybe dishwasher tabs, and then there's also. And they show on the picture there the little ones that go in your toilet, and you put it in.
Have we tried those yet?
Yeah, you put them in the toilet and you leave it for, I don't know, a couple minutes, and it gets all soapy and everything, and you don't even have to scrub. It cleans the toilet.
Well, that's only if your toilet works like a normal one, unlike ours, which doesn't spin.
Well, no, but it works fine in ours. But I mean, if you scrub, it's faster. That's all.
Oh.
But
okay.
But they work too. Anyways, so Dad is doing,
really well.
The laundry and the whatever cleaning around
Dishes
the house.
And...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that if I got this for Mother's Day, I would be completely unimpressed. So I'm not sure a dad would be too impressed, but it is cool that they're being gender
you know what?
Free with the
if Dad's forking out money.
Who does the stuff?
And this saves money. It would work for me.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
then I have another ad.
Yeah.
Which is why I wish I could share my desktop. But anyway, I have another ad. It's called Celebrating Dad with Celtic Wit. It's from Brendan Vacations, and I believe it is in, I believe they're in Ireland.
You know what? I can't do it now, but I could have set it up to do that. You just turn on a display capture.
Okay. Well, if I forwarded this to you.
That's what I asked you. Could you forward it to me? And I will fix it. I'll bring it up for you. That means I have to open up my email, right?
No, you're making me figure out how to do shit.
I know,
email,
it's cool. I don't have to do things now.
And I can't see it.
Because you're SMRT. Now you got to type, though.
Oh, only the first little bit. And send. Okay, there's the ad.
I'm waiting.
Oh, there's the ad.
Nose.
But this I would like you to show this one because it's pretty funny. So this is again another original Father's Day ad focus. They're thinking these guys. They're thinking.
There it is.
Yeah.
Just show the email.
Show the email, yeah.
Okay, give me a second. I gotta change it. Studio mode. Do. Okay.
Yeah. See, it says celebrating Dad with, and then the sheep. But
there we go. How's that?
Yeah, that's good. Celtic wit. Now, there's a little bit dad jokes in here. Scroll down. Dadtastic ways to make memories. So it talks about going for a hike with Dad.
Is there jokes in here?
And well, yeah. See, it says that I just flew in. You went too high. I just flew in.
Boy, are my arms tired.
Yeah.
That's lame.
Yeah, and this is so places that you could take Dad to in Ireland, and it's all little dad jokes with there that somebody was thinking. So it's kind of cute.
Well, I can tell you this: I'm not kissing the Blarney Stone because that's turning me upside down.
Yeah, that's the last one. Kiss the Blarney Stone. Yeah.
Okay.
So, anyways, I like the trends, and there's not so much buy Dad tools and Dad's macho and like this. There's looking at other ways. You know,
Yep.
that's progressive, and I like that. All right. What else?
Well, did we talk about the shared custody stuff in this day and age, or did I blow right through that and miss it?
Well, yeah, when we were thinking about single dads, we were thinking about who it's Father's Day, and if Dad doesn't have custody, does
the timing work out that he gets to see?
Is it his weekend to see the kid? And all these additional stresses, and that was in my thoughts of why Father's Day wouldn't be too great for some people.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be great for some people in Newfoundland, and some people in I think BC who have managed to have more than two parents on a birth certificate.
Cool.
And I think the one in Newfoundland is two gentlemen and
I believe it is, yeah.
And the mother. Mm-hmm. Here, I think it's two women and a.
I'm not sure on that one.
Man. But anyways, the Father's Day in a polyamory household is
Father's Day is interesting.
It could be interesting because the kid could be making 3 or 4 dad cards for all the dads in their life, and that's a good thing because it takes a village to raise a child, and the more loving adults in a child's family or surroundings is better. Families of choice are wonderful things.
Mm-hmm.
There's a movie that's on Prime.
You remember the name of it? It's not in the document here, so.
Yeah, I remember. I've got I have to go here.
Okay.
It's called My Policeman.
Oh, well, who's in that? I started to read it, then got sidetracked by coffee.
So, My Policeman is based on a novel by Bethan Roberts, who was inspired by the 40-year relationship between English novelist E.M. Forster and policeman Bob Buckingham, as well as Buckingham's wife May, who also became very close with Forster.
Mm-hmm.
It was a situation that was a wonderful muddle and seemed to work well for all 3 participants. But as is Hollywood,
of course,
the the film isn't so much wonderful as it's tragic, because they instead of getting unconventional support and comfort, they have there's jealousy and unsatisfied and oppressed, and the film explores ways which one might attempt to right decades of wrongs. So it always has to be that people are sad and terrible and awful because they live in these polyamorous relationships, and it's a load of crap. And I wish that these filmmakers would get off the pot and quit.
Well, the problem is, at least I've seen, nobody wants to talk to them because they don't trust them.
Well, quit moralizing. Like, it isn't.
Yeah,
anyway,
exactly.
For every one situation like that, there's 5 or 6 that are just fine and very happy. And, you know, I mean, every relationship has its moments that you have to work through, but you're polyamorous.
And that's the trick, is to work through them.
Well, yeah, they're armed because you have to work out everything all the time from the get-go, so you develop problem-solving skills and techniques, and things work better. I mean, I would have started figured out all the ways that you communicate properly and efficiently to have relationships work when I was monogamous, because, you know, I might have worked it out better.
Yep.
But I suppose the other person involved would have had to buy into the idea of working it out better. So there's that. But you know, anyway, that was very disappointing.
Live and learn, right?
I haven't seen this movie. I just saw the blurb about it coming to Prime.
We could watch it on Prime later. Oh, well, not today, because obviously not.
Yeah. Well, you know, I have Prime.
Oh, no, so do I. Is it on Prime yet, or just coming to?
It's on Prime.
So we could go watch it. Although today we're not going to watch it because there's something else you want to watch on.
Yeah, it's
I wonder
Outlander.
what that is. What is it, season 4?
Outlander starts, and there is a trailer. So, but anyways, just go to Prime, look for it. But I'd be interested to see, because I'm going to look for it. I'd be interested to see how they work their conflicts out in this relationship, and if there's issues. I frequently watch movies and go, oh, well, if they were polyamorous, that would have
wouldn't happen. Yep.
Yeah.
You got me doing that now.
Yeah. So, but you have to be efficiently polyamorous, and that's not always the case, because humans are humans, right?
Right.
Okay, you had some tech stuff.
Oh, you were on a roll. I thought you were talking about the birth certificate things.
I already did.
Was that what that was?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was paying attention, but I missed the link.
That was my segue.
It was actually really good. I thought maybe we'd jump on an ad right now because we're at the halfway mark.
Okay.
I've got a couple of ads I can bring up for you.
All right.
Like. What are we doing here?
How about you do that?
Let's start with my gamer fuel this time, because we don't talk about them enough.
Yeah.
So first I have to do this, put it into this mode so you don't see me. Bring up, bad me. I forgot something. It's okay, I'll fix it in a minute. So we'll bring this up. Yay. Can you see that? Can you read that on your screen?
Hang on, I'm just
moving things around.
Notes around here, so I have my ads for.
I'll just scroll up and down until you come back.
Okay, there. Now, what? Next generation of energy drinks has arrived.
Yep, these are my. I have yet to buy some. I probably should. But they've got drinks.
I'm a little concerned if there's killer taste, but
yeah,
okay.
Me too. What they consider them. This one's got a bunny on it. They all have bunnies on it.
Why?
I don't know, but we shouldn't dare give it to the dog.
Do they make you bounce around like bunnies?
Probably. Like I'm probably going to do when all this caffeine finally hits me.
Oh, because you've drunk 67 coffees today.
I'm drinking another one. Shaker cup. Oh, I like the solid shaker cups. I don't know if you can see that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that blue one and the black one. Not so much the white one. Not my thing. But then they've got gear, and I don't want them to buy. You know what? No, don't buy the gear, guys. Go to this one. Other website.
Swift Gear. Why?
Because I want them to buy my stuff.
Oh, okay.
But I can't find it. hang on. We'll just do this. Right? We'll just look at the screen. I thought I had this one up. There we go. There we go. My merch. And this is my featured summer line.
Because it's got a barbecue apron?
It got flip-flops too.
Wow. Okay, so traditional Father's Day gifting here.
Yeah. Well, there's one for the dog.
Shirt for the dog?
It is. Yeah, it's a t-shirt for the dog.
That's funny.
And then there's
she'll hate you for life.
Oh, yeah, I know. Although she did pretty well with that onesie.
Yeah.
And then there's a Summerline jacket and different pair of, I guess you'd call them a thong. Would you? Or a flip. Here, I'll just bring them up.
Sandals or flip-flops.
Yeah, they call them slides.
Slides. Yeah, I suppose that's a slide.
Boy, they come in. Now, there's a big shoe. 14 and a half. Wow. There's the big foot. I'm only 12. But 14? Good grief. But that is my merch store. I've added the new summer line.
Very nice.
Yep. And then there's Razor's giving away stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, gift with purchase.
Ooh.
I don't know what the gift is, though.
They don't say what the gift is?
Oh, I'm sure you do if you go into it. Like, let's go have a look. Oh, can you change things? Free gift. Doesn't tell me. Oh, free, you get a skin. For those of that don't know, that would be a cover for the back of the laptop. And the bottom. It's called a skin.
For the back of like the outside?
Yeah, it's to change the color.
Okay.
These are nice. The silver ones. Oh, people love these things. You can get them in silver. So the back of the laptop is silver.
Cool.
See if it'll show me the back. Who was that? Oh, my phone dropped. Nope. You can see it's brushed aluminum, as it's called. Silver. What else have we got here? Great. Oh, there's that.
Brushed aluminum.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, it's just silver. Brushed aluminum.
Yeah.
Just a fancy name for
There's
silver.
There's a big difference. Silver sounds, elite.
Yeah,
brushed aluminum.
Your turn.
Not so much, but it looks nice.
Your turn.
People name the colors funny. Okay.
You just guide me where you need me to be, and I'll push the right button.
Okay, so we just did
this.
Where's my cursor? There. We just did the fabulous book launch. Yeah. Yep. And so
barring the minor technical problems, it went well.
Yeah, the next major thing we do, it will be probably in November, but we might do.
Jan, my turn to cover the Jan with talking. So
we might do something sooner. So going to accepting submissions. Yeah,
that one.
So, calling all writers, Philidith Publishing wants to showcase your talent in our upcoming anthology collection. Whether you're a seasoned wordsmith or a budding poet, we want to read your work. And the best part, we're paying $50 for every accepted piece. So dust off your quills and sharpen your pencils. We're accepting prose 1,500 words or better and poetry 40 words or better. Submissions now. Don't miss your chance to get paid for your creativity. Submit your work to Philidith Publishing today. And I will tell you that there's a maximum of how many submissions that we will accept.
Okay, go back to homepage. Yeah.
And I'm getting
how are the submissions coming? I know you're getting some.
Getting tons of them in every day, and we're also accepting submissions for book projects, and I'm getting tons of those too. And so if you want your piece, your short story, your essay, or your poem in this anthology, you have to pass muster. There's a judging on August 31st, and we will accept a limited number. It's our 20th anniversary, and we're accepting 20, and that's it. And I have way more than that right now. So if you want to get in on this, you need to get on it and on it quickly. Like I say, there will be judging the submissions on the 31st of August, and we will select the 20 best submissions.
Yeah, I've read some of them. They're quite good.
And there's some really good ones coming in. So
there's a couple that are slightly short, but
yeah, I would prefer you hit the word count. So that counts against you if you don't, so be careful.
And 4 periods doesn't count as a word.
No.
I've seen people do that.
No, it doesn't. It does not. And really with a poem, that the title shouldn't either, but I'll give you that. Anyways, I'm excited.
So that's where we're at.
Yeah, I'm excited by the submissions that we're getting, and also when we do these anthologies, the proceeds will go to a charity, and I haven't decided what charity yet they should go to. So if you have suggestions about that, let me know, because I think it should be something to do with writing or literacy or something like that. So I haven't decided. I'm kind of looking around. I haven't decided what we will do with that. But
yeah, that's not high on the priority list right now, I guess, for an anthology. Let's get the book done first.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I'm kind of hoping to have this in print the beginning of November, but it could generally
could take you a while to jury some of these submissions too.
Yeah, and then if there's some edits that are needed, we have to negotiate with the authors about edits.
You've got a lazy graphics designer here that can be kind of slow
and things like that. Yeah. So, but anyway, please submit your. And where do you submit them? You submit them to manuscripts.
Oh, I shut that off. Sorry.
At philidabooks.com. So that's manuscripts
with an S
at Philida, FILIDH books.com.
And if you do go to accepting submissions, there is an email link there. And if you click on it, it'll open up your email program.
Yeah, you can do it that way too if you forget.
But it's in the show description, I believe.
Yes. Anyways, it's very exciting what's coming together, and it's
nice to see them rolling in from around the world.
They're coming in from around the world. It's very exciting to see.
Sorry, I leaned back a little to relax.
Yeah, and the book projects are coming in from all over the place too.
Yeah, that's nice.
There's some interesting projects. I'm keeping busy for sure. All right.
My turn?
Yep.
Let's talk about the big one this week, Twitch. Twitch came out earlier in the week that would be last week, with new guidelines for advertisement and all this other fun stuff. No burn-in ads, none of that stuff. Well, the Twitch community freaked out on them big time. Twitch had a meeting of the minds, so to speak. There was a live stream that I missed. I wish I'd have caught it, where they announced a new 70-30 split. So for those that don't know, right now, Twitch is a 50-50 split. They get 50%, you get 50%.
That's once you reach partner, though.
Yeah, even affiliate is that way. There's no difference between going partner anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's 50-50 split.
Because I'm a lowly affiliate.
I gave mine up because of the newest. There's also the new exclusivity contract, which used to only affect partners and affiliates. Now it doesn't matter. It affects everybody.
Yeah, so that's just you can't post to.
You can't live stream. No. Their exclusivity contract says you can't live stream anywhere else with the same content. So you, as a gamer, could only live stream gaming on Twitch.
Yeah, well, I don't upload my gaming.
No, you don't
stuff
upload
to YouTube.
And you don't live stream to YouTube your gaming.
Uh-uh.
So it's fine. Somebody like me who has a gaming channel, this will affect tremendously.
It doesn't affect it. The only effect me is I won't be able to do writer's open mic from there anymore. I have to do it straight from
YouTube. Yeah,
straight from YouTube.
Yeah.
But
that's fine.
Probably better anyway.
Yeah, no, let's just jump on that. YouTube's not perfect, right? They don't have they have Twitch has at least one thing over them. Twitch, you can browse live stream content.
Yeah, that's true.
YouTube, you cannot. Not yet, anyways.
That's true.
And there's a few other little things, but that's not what people are upset about. So they came up with this 70-30 split, and everybody's like, woohoo, woohoo, until they had the details.
And the details are...
I'm getting to that. I was sucking on some wind there.
Yeah.
You have to have a minimum 350 subs. So right away, that's only going to affect the top, 5% of streamers on Twitch?
Uh-huh.
And then you get a 70-30 split. Up until you reach $100,000. Then it goes back to 50-50. I mean, it's not something we have to worry about.
Not something I'm going to have to worry about anytime.
No. And then there's the big thing about simulcasting. Can't do that anymore. You used to be able to do it. Like Linus was on his show the other night, and he says, our contract says we can't. Because they negotiated a specific contract with them. And they're trying to find out if they're going to go back on that contract.
Well, we did a simulcast once, and it was
fun until somebody got banned.
It was, it's too much complications because Twitch has its set of rules and YouTube has its set of rules, and they don't necessarily jive on some content.
And now, now with this vertical plugin that I use, Harris was mentioning something on his little rant the other day. He's the one that basically doesn't own that one, but he works with the company that makes it. You can set the resolution. So you theoretically could stream to 2 channels at once with the vertical plugin. Wouldn't be vertical. Something to think about. And Twitch lost one of their best streamers, one of their big streamers, XTC, QC, whatever he's called. He went to the new channel in the new kid on the block.
Who's the new kid on the block?
Kick would be the new.
Oh, Kick. This is the next one. Okay.
This is the one that is taking advantage of the leaked source code. The leaked Twitch source code, I should say.
Okay.
So it looks, when you go there, unless you went there on Friday, I'll talk about that in a second. It looks like Twitch. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles, but it looks like Twitch.
Right.
But what's really ironic and funny is Twitch is owned by who?
Twitch is owned by Amazon.
Right. Kick is deploying their platform on AWS.
Which is
Amazon Web Service. So Amazon's just sitting there going, come on, guys, duke it out. They're going to make money regardless.
Well, yeah. What do they care?
What do they care? Well, they do care because it's, it's sort of their code. But see, Twitch costs Amazon money. So I guarantee that Twitch had to negotiate with Amazon for some of that, for that 70-30 split. Now, those are regular subs.
Right.
Twitch Prime doesn't count, and gifted subs don't count, which is weird because people with a gifted sub have paid for them. They don't count. So it's 350 regular subscribers, which works out to be about 17 grand a month.
350 regular subscribers, not followers.
Not follow. Yeah, you got to remember YouTube's subscribers are basically Twitch followers. Same idea.
Yeah.
So that's what I got to say about that little rant.
Okay.
Let's try the new one. I just saw this piece today as we were sitting down doing research for the show.
Right.
That it looks like they're going to try for gamers to, what's the word I'm looking for here? Phased out spinning hard drives because they're just too slow.
Right.
They're like I had to switch when I installed that last game I played, Jedi Survivor.
Yes.
I had to switch it to an SSD. Because it's faster.
Okay.
Solid state drive.
Okay.
Looks like a stick of RAM.
Okay. And what's the difference between that and a spinning hard drive?
Because it spins.
Okay.
The hard drive is physically spinning.
Okay.
There's
And
actual physical disk inside the box.
But a SSD looks
it's all digital.
Oh, I see.
I'd show you one, but it's back there and I'd never be able to get it.
Right.
I have 3 in my computer. You have 1.
Okay.
And it's just that they send and receive data faster. So faster data means more graphics being pushed to the graphics card, more everything.
I gotcha. Okay.
And what's really funny is when this is going to kind of date me a little here.
Mm-hmm.
When I started working in television, audio video drives were 10,000 RPM.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get those anymore. Now they're hour 72. Now everything's 54. Now, hard drives do have their purpose. I have 80 of them downstairs in the server, right, for storage. because they're not accessed all the time. Remember, there's a mechanical read-write head in this hard drive. The SSD doesn't have one of those. It's purely electronic. Poof, bang, bits and bytes.
Oh, so it's a hell of a lot faster.
It is. They are a hell of a lot faster. That's why I moved my DCS to an SSD. Because on a hard drive, it's just too slow. It can't keep up with the game. So that's the big thing with there.
So is that a big expense though? Is that
no? The price of prices of SSDs are dirt cheap. You can get a 1 terabyte now for $50. But you go above 2 terabytes, then they start getting expensive.
So people are going to be welcoming this change because it'll be faster. And
they are, because what the bigger problem is, these games are getting huge. Like I just downloaded Diablo 4 and installed it, and that's another rant I'll do here in a minute. It's 250 gig. That's almost half my hard drive, half my terabyte SSD. Now, I didn't need to put that one on SSD because Diablo you can run on a potato.
Right.
That's a computer with low specs.
But anything is probably going to run faster.
Oh, it will, because it has to pull files in, it has to pull graphics, it pulls this, pulls that, right?
Yeah.
And it's quicker if it has, running a gig a second.
Yeah.
Instead of 5,400 RPM, which is about 100 megabits a second.
I still remember trying to load WoW on a laptop and have it say,
no, sorry.
Excuse me, no.
It's not, now you can do that now, eh? They have potato versions of WoW. I use that term lately. Anyway, speaking of Diablo, this is a creator rant. Right. When I create a short on my phone, or when I create it on the computer and upload it, it hasn't even played yet. And I literally hit plunk and it goes, nope, add suitability. And I'm like, have you seen some of the crap on YouTube? Like, Isaac and I were talking about it the other day. He says, I have videos where I've blown people's heads off and it doesn't get add suitability.
Oh, that's what, I see. It's telling you that it's not suitable
for ads,
for advertising.
Which is really, I have yet to see advertising on shorts. We have YouTube Premium, so we don't see ads anyways. But I haven't heard anybody complaining about it, so.
Oh, so what is it? It doesn't tell you what about it is not suitable.
No, it just says it doesn't meet advertising. Now, you could, when you do an upload on a PC, go through the checkbox and say, well, it's got graphic violence, and it's got this, and it's got that. And it will detect it. It will basically check it anyways. That's why I just say none of the above and let it figure it out. Because it doesn't matter what you check, they're going to check it anyways.
Right.
So. But it's been going well. And just as a side note, we're not on that channel right now. I'm on my Digital Diaries channel to get it some more view time. Get it some more watch time. Let's get it monetized too, along with yours.
Yes.
Which reminds me, I need to do something.
What's that? Oh, the subscribe and
the little button there.
Subscribe. Yes.
Yeah, I forgot to do it earlier, so I guess we should take care of that.
So, yes, please like,
subscribe,
and comment.
And comments are good too.
Comments are good too.
We'll answer them.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Unless you're complaining about something that's completely irrelevant.
Well,
or it's spam.
Try me nice, because we're nice.
Yeah, we appreciate the nice comments. We appreciate any comments. Like, even if you dislike, it's still engagement and we like it. Mm-hmm. Those are my rants for the week. But you wanted to talk about Twitter a little bit here because you had this one.
Yeah, Twitter. So I'm getting tweets from this one particular group
who we shall not name.
That every single tweet is a great big long thing about something that's going on in the States, politically speaking. Mm-hmm. And then at the bottom of every single tweet is a footnote that says, yeah, see, you should be going over to Tribal.
That was the name we were trying to figure out today.
And here's the link.
The other one is Mastodon.
Yeah, the other one's Mastodon. Mastodon I've heard of, and I kind of checked.
Tribal I have heard in a sort of vaguely whispering kind of way.
Oh yeah, I've heard of Mastodon and checked it out. And it seems very positive and a good place to be as a Twitter option, or instead of Twitter, or even as well as. It's just a little
Oh, Elon doesn't want you going to anyone else. If he finds out, he's going to ban you.
Oh, whatever.
That's what I say too. Whatever.
It's a little convoluted on how they categorize people and how you pick your where you want your profile to be.
Yeah.
But I checked out Tribal today.
Did you really?
I did. They have a Facebook. They have a Facebook too. You can read.
Of course they do.
You can read the stuff on there. So it's Tribal, TRIBEL, and you can get the app from the App Store, and I've got it. And I haven't.
Hang on. You gotta say the other one too.
What? Google.
The Play Store.
Google Play.
There are people that use Android.
Google Play.
Yeah, the Google Play Store.
Yeah, it's there too. But I use the App Store. Anyways, it says that it's the place for positive interactions and so on. And on the Facebook page, it's positive interactions, but there's a little bit of negative stuff, and I can understand the frustration, but it's a highly liberal, democratic-minded kind of focus there.
Yeah.
And so there's a fair bit of that posting there, but some of the if you check out the Facebook and have a look at what's posted on the Facebook is pretty common to what's on the Tribal itself, and it's accumulating funding to outsource Twitter and all this. And anyways, good go on them. And it's certainly the other one. What is the other one that? He who shall not be named is focusing on truth and something or other. It's like no, but the Tribal is a good alternative, I think, to Twitter. Mastodon may well be too. I just found it a little, like I said, complicated as to where you put your profile. There's so many options, but I may well in the end do it all, because that's what you do when you're in business these days, right?
You keep your pulse on everything that's going on.
Yeah, you do. And I have my blue check mark at Twitter, and I'm finding that my tweets are getting responses.
Yeah, mine too.
A lot stronger responses. So
there's something to that.
There might be something to that. And so I don't know that I would go completely to one of these others. I might go there.
Not yet.
As well. Same as I would go.
Oh, yeah. You got Instagram, Facebook.
I wouldn't go from Facebook to Instagram and not.
Well,
I would.
for old people, don't you know?
Well, yeah, but it's also. I mean, you want to hit everything, really.
Well, of course you do. Really, you really have to.
You just want to hit everything.
You really have to.
So, anyways, these are new ones coming up, and they're worth checking out.
Should we flip into some current events here?
Yeah.
What do you want to start with? Which one? Well, I've got the. We could talk about Vegas winning the Stanley Cup.
Just go in the order that's there.
Yeah, we can talk about that. It wasn't Florida, so I was okay with that. There's a bit of a gruff going around that they lost that fourth game on purpose.
Ooh, Florida?
No, Vegas.
Why?
So they could win it at home. I've seen teams do that.
That's possible.
But that's an awful risk.
It is.
Especially with Florida, because they got down 3-1 to Boston. And look what happened.
Yeah.
It's not a dance you want to do.
Yeah. But I was entertained by the celebration.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
Focus there in Vegas. I found that very entertaining.
The Stanley Cup made it to a bar that night.
Yeah.
I'm sure it made it to more than one.
Yeah.
But I guess I noticed online that the players are starting to get their days. Each player gets a day with the cup.
Oh, yeah.
Not alone. The cup does not travel anywhere without an escort.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's worth a lot of money. I'm pretty sure I'd want a security guard with me.
It's not. He's just the keeper of the cup.
Yeah. Well, he has security too with him, doesn't he?
Well, the RCMP are around, or local police, or
yeah.
But this guy's. I know he's got an assistant now.
Yeah.
But he travels everywhere with it, and that's the traveling version of the cup.
Yeah. And much was also made about the percentage of players and the organization of Vegas who are actually Canadians.
Quite a few.
There's an extremely high percentage.
Skipper's got a penchant for Canadian players.
Yeah, extremely high percentage
Western
of Canadian
players too.
Canadian players and Canadian manager. The coach is Canadian. He's from Ottawa.
Yep.
So, the saying that Canadian teams don't win the cup anymore is
not quite right.
Not quite
right.
They
should say Canadian cities don't wear it.
Canadian cities may not, but Canadian players sure do.
Yeah, Canadian NHL teams don't win the Stanley Cup according to everybody else. So let's talk about the bad one.
Yes.
The bus crash from earlier in the week.
Yes.
15 dead. 15 confirmed at the moment.
So this was a
seniors bus going to a casino
outside Dauphin.
I have no idea where that is.
Manitoba. There was a bunch of seniors in a minibus going to
casino.
Going to the casino. Must have been a good sized bus because there's 25 people on it.
Yeah, 30 passenger bus probably.
Yeah. So when they say minibus, I think of like a minivan with 7 people in or something. But this was a bus with 25 people in it. It's a fair
size if you look at the images.
And it was a fairly new bus company, had been around for about a year, was a good, efficient service and so on.
Yep.
And it was hit by a
semi-truck at an intersection.
At an intersection, and then it, I think it flipped a couple of times and then caught fire.
Yeah.
And 15 people were killed.
Yeah.
And
both drivers survived.
Yeah.
And now there is dash cam footage that seems to suggest that the truck was in the right of way. Now, there's a point of being right and being dead right.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah.
Yes.
Also, these were seniors going to the casino for a little bit of a field trip, and so Dauphin is a really small town.
Yeah.
And everybody knows somebody on that bus.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
And the grief there is really strong. And I understood from the news that the mayor of Humboldt was making contact with the mayor of Dauphin to support and see what could be
And they're using
done.
lessons from the bus crash in Humboldt to educate volunteer firefighters and investigators on how to deal with something like this.
Yes.
Happens a lot on the prairies, and there's near misses more than you know.
Right.
Because, people just get mesmerized by the highways because there's nothing to do but hold on to the steering wheel.
Yeah, that's having driven.
I've driven through there way too many times to count.
Yeah, I can understand. And I remember driving through the prairies and seeing, what's that light over there? Oh, that's a town 300 miles away.
Way off in the distance.
And you could see it, this light off the way. But the fact that they had that the truck had a dash cam.
Yeah, that's becoming standard equipment now.
Yeah, is a good thing.
I heard something today that somebody asked a question on a live stream about a trucking company wants to put AI-powered cameras in the truck. Uh-oh.
In the truck, to monitor the drivers?
To monitor the drivers, to make sure they're not driving more than their logbooks are actually saying they are.
That's a good idea.
It is, but now there's a privacy thing.
Well, yeah, but it's a good idea.
I think so. All right. What else we got here?
So you've got I've got a link there for this this next thing. So there was it
goes in the description. That's a note.
Yeah, I saw a TikTok talking about this, and I thought, oh yeah, I remember this, because there was a bill, C-311. It's called.
Remember the name of it? I can get it.
Violation of violence towards pregnant women or something to that effect.
Hang on. I got the URL. I'll pull it up.
Oh, I'm going to sneeze.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that. I will pull this up. An act to amend the criminal code for violence against pregnant women.
Yeah. So you think.
Now, in a nutshell, it sounds like it'd be really good.
Yeah.
Till you read it.
Yeah. So it sounds like. Are you going to put it up?
Oh, you want me to put it on the screen? I was just pulling it up to read it.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh.
You can't really read it.
You can't. You got to make it. No. Okay.
I can make it bigger. Maybe. No, I can't.
You can go to the fascinating.
There we go.
Okay. So scroll up a bit. The actual wording is down below.
Well, let's scroll down.
It's right there. Okay.
The preamble?
Yeah, no, criminal code, where it says criminal code.
Oh, the second.
That's the actual wording. I can't read it, so.
Paragraph 718.2 the criminal code is amended by adding the following after subparagraph, whatever that means.
Okay. And what's
evidence that the offender in committing the offense abused a person whom the offender knew to be pregnant.
right?
Evidence that the offense caused physical or emotional harm to the pregnant victim.
Okay. So you read that and you think, oh, that's really good. It shouldn't have to be said, you would think. But
I'm going to jump off it here while I go look something up for you.
But that should be really good.
But
a good idea.
A catch to it.
Good idea. However, that is so vague. It could include a doctor who was facilitating an abortion. It leaves room for the legal status of a fetus to be introduced. It leaves the door open to changes, like we don't have an abortion law or an anti-abortion law here in Canada.
Yep.
It leaves the room for that to occur. It's a bad
idea.
thing.
So I was just reading a little thing there where it says it's so vague that it's open to such strange interpretation.
Yeah. And I'm not sure it really needs to be said that if you knew the woman was pregnant and you beat her up, that you should get a worse sentence, because I think judges take that into consideration.
You would hope.
Anyway, and I know that personally for a fact, because years ago, I'm trying to think who I was pregnant with. I think it was the girls. Years ago, so we're going to say 40 years ago, dating myself, I was very pregnant with a set of twins. So when I say I was probably 7 months, 6, 7 months, you would think, oh well, barely showing, but no. Not with twins. Not with twins. You knew I was pregnant. From like 50 feet down the road, you would know I was pregnant. And I came home from work. I was working at a hotel, and I was driving. I drove myself home. I was living at my parents' house because I was in the middle of a divorce, and I had moved back with mom and dad, as you do. And I pulled into their driveway, and got out of the car and locked up. Was going into the house, and I see this guy, and he's taking a leak on the tree. I think, but I don't know. He's sort of just hanging there, and I thought, what are you doing? And I don't feel safe. And then he, I guess, was taking a leak, and then ran past me and shouted stuff at me, and was like just,
rude,
aggressive, right? And I was a little bit perturbed. When you're pregnant, you feel a little bit vulnerable anyways, and very protective of your belly and the child inside you and so on. So I was, a little reactive to that. And so I went, and there was a bowling alley and stuff across the street, like a strip mall and stuff going on over there. And I guess he'd come from there anyways. He ran the other way. And I went into the house and told my parents, who were still up because it wasn't that late. And we ended up calling the cops. And
did they show up?
They came, and I think they did actually. Back then they would show up relatively quickly. And they took down the information and went, and they found the guy and charged him with mischief or something. I don't know. And
public mischief, probably.
I think it was public mischief.
Yeah, probably.
And it was kind of a silly thing to get charged for, really. But when it came to court, they had me come and testify in the court about what had happened and so on. And the judge said to me, you felt unsafe in that situation, regardless of what he was actually doing. You felt unsafe because of the way he was behaving, sketchy ways behaving. And I said, yeah, well, I was a bit feeling a bit vulnerable anyways, because I was 7 months pregnant at the time. And you could hear this little gasp go through through the people waiting there. And the judge said, you were 7 months pregnant at the time. I said yes. So he threw the book at the guy.
Of course, he should have.
It's like then I felt kind of sad for him because he wasn't that old. I think he's about the same age as I am, in his early 20s, right? And I thought, what a thing to get charged with.
Yep.
Peeing on a tree.
Peeing on a tree.
He said all he was doing is peeing on the tree. Well, I didn't know that.
It wasn't the peeing on the tree that was the problem.
It was the way he was sort of hanging there. But I think that judges take that into consideration anyways, and this amendment is not necessary, and it was in fact defeated before the second reading of the bill. I remember seeing it come up last year about this time, and in its first reading, and so I was interested to see what happened with it, because the TikTok said, hey, this is coming up, they're reading this one. So I guess it was defeated pretty much 2-1 right? Because there was 200 some odd that voted no, and 110 or something that voted yeah, we have to do this. It's a private member's bill. Didn't go anywhere.
They usually don't.
Glad to see it. However, this particular private member brings this up every year or two. So.
Well, she needs to justify her employment, I guess.
While we can sit back on our holier than thou laurels and say, oh, we have abortion in Canada, we're better. Yeah, we got to protect that, because there's people waiting to take that away.
Yep.
And that's a bad thing. That's a bad thing, because people will look for other ways to
get around things.
To deal with things, especially when they're victims of rape or whatever. People are going to die, and it's no, we can't. We have to maintain that here in Canada. It's really important. So I was glad to see that was defeated.
Yep.
And you wanted to talk about another piece of legislation.
Just kind of got stalled in the Senate for a little while. Well, because they had hearings and wanted the proper information and all that wonderful stuff. That's what's that one again? C-22. I think it says there, and it's on the screen there. It's the new Canada Disability Act, so a new disability payment to add to those of us on disability, whether it be through insurance or provincial means, to bring us up at least over the poverty line. Nobody knows the amounts yet. They haven't gotten that far. They have now, well, they don't have a year. They have to get it. It's gone back to the Senate finally for royal assent, which is basically a rubber stamp that says, yeah, we agree with that. But the Senate had made some amendments and they didn't like all of them.
No, and
it shows on the screen here the ones they did agree with and the ones they didn't.
Right.
And why? I'm sort of like, yeah, the one they disagreed with, I wanted them to keep in, but judging by what's been said, if you go and read it, which we'll put the link in the show notes as well, so you can go read it yourself, because I'm not reading all this. It's pretty long-winded and wordy.
Well, she said that the one amendment that the Senate didn't like was the one that
Parliament didn't like. Senate was the one that made them.
Or Senate. No, these are Senate suggestions.
Yes, but it was the Parliament that said they only agree with 1, 4, and 5.
Of the amendments that the Senate put forward.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so the Senate said, well, we don't like there's an amendment there that says that these extra funds cannot be clawed back.
Hang on.
What?
Those were Senate's amendments sent back to Parliament. And then the Parliament said, okay, but we don't like the other amendments.
Yeah.
So they sent it back to the Senate saying, okay, we agree with this, but we want to only agree to 1, 4, and 5.
Right. And so the one
wasn't the Senate that disagreed with this. It was them that set it up.
That's not what I said.
Yeah, that's the way I interpret what you said.
No.
Okay.
These are amendments that the Senate has proposed.
Okay.
And she is in the House saying that the government in the House
doesn't like these.
Is saying we're okay with these ones.
Just don't like the other three.
They kind of fine-tune things, but this one is not one that...
Because they're worried about a lawsuit.
Yeah.
Constitutional challenge.
Well, so anyways, the amendment was that they didn't like the one section where it says that these funds can't be clawed back.
They're trying to protect people from. They want them to keep their funds rather than say, no, you got money now. This is income.
Yeah, they're saying the whole point of this extra funds is to ensure that people are lifted out of poverty, and having insurance companies or governments, provincial governments,
that's income, and you need to give us back that amount.
Yeah, that defeats the entire purpose of the thing. Yeah. So she said that while she understood that the Senate was saying, no, that's provincial
yeah, they're afraid of a constitutional challenge.
Yeah, they're saying that's a provincial jurisdiction. We don't want to mess around. We don't want to mess around with that. And she said, well, that's fine and dandy. However, we've already talked to the province and territories and private insurance companies, and they have agreed that this is not extra income. It's like a subsidy, like a welfare or poverty subsidy. Mm-hmm. It's not
for people that are disabled that can't work to get themselves up.
Yeah, out of that. It's not to be clawed back, and they've said, yeah, we have no interest in clawing that back.
Yeah, they say that now, but what happens in a year, right?
Exactly. So they want it maintained in the law that they can't.
In the law that they can't do that.
But they're willing to. Once the law is passed, they're willing to. They will continue negotiations with the provinces, the territories, and the private insurance companies to see how that will work out.
Like I said, they're afraid of a constitutional challenge, and we know where exactly that would come from.
Yeah. So she's encouraged the House to accept
those three recommendations.
The Senate's amendment, but
that's what they actually did.
But not the last one.
And they sent it back to the Senate for royal assent.
Yeah, did they?
They didn't get it done by Friday, but they have to get it done.
Did they accept all of the Senate's amendments then?
No, but they only accepted 3 of them. So we will go back to the House, and the Senate, and they want it done by the end of next week because that's when the summer session ends.
Yeah, so there's a bit of negotiation going on with that one.
I'm sure the Senate, once they get this, is not going to be happy.
But if you, as a Canadian, or even as an American and are interested, you can go to this website and look and see what, not that website.
I'm sorry, I changed the page. That was something else I was looking at.
It's www.parl.ca, Parl.ca.
This one's on ourcommons.ca, sorry.
And you can view ourcommons.ca, yeah. But
you can go to that one, and it'll take you to this one when you're done.
Yeah, and you can see what's going on with...
what government's really up to.
Yeah, and it's quite interesting.
I would like to see the debates word for word, but they short content them.
Yeah, the Hansard...
they don't dictate the whole thing.
Takes the dictation of the conversation that went on, but you can go through to a particular area, like private members' discussions or government business and like that, and you can go skip around and stuff. But it's quite interesting to hear what they actually say in Parliament and what they're actually up to and doing. There's a lot of stuff going on. You only hear on the news the little bits of this and that, but there's a lot of work.
There's a lot going on. Yeah, you don't realize exactly what's going on. What is this?
And it's kind of interesting.
I do have one more thing to get in here before we
what?
Tootle off for the day.
What?
This one. The one I had up there. The Twitch streamer's car that was set on fire by a viewer.
Oh, that's you. Yeah.
That's not me. I don't look like that.
No. I mean, it was your piece.
Yeah, it wasn't added to the thing.
No. Okay.
I just pulled it up just before we came to air.
We have notes that we very rarely follow, but they're there.
Actually, no, we did well. Okay,
so this Twitch streamer
had her car set on fire.
Why?
And then
did they figure out why and who?
They don't actually say why. They just go on to say there has been incidents of other streamers with this XQC. I'm not going to call him a Twitch streamer because he just left. That was another problem with Kick. Can't handle the bandwidth. His first stream the other day crashed the system. But he's had to move several times due to fans finding out where he lives and attempting to break in.
Nice.
And then stalkers have forced TikTok creator, whose name I can't pronounce, it's way too long, to relocate. And then another streamer, Twitch streamer, has had ongoing issues with a stalker who flew all the way from Estonia and showed up numerous times before being arrested. Like, and there you go on here. If I go, here's the details about the perpetrator has been arrested thanks to video footage. And the footage is right here. Twitch viewer set my car on fire.
Wow.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, I wonder why.
Check this out. Is that going to, can you hear that?
No.
Oh. How about now?
I can just hear music.
Okay. Anyways, she goes on to talk about her car being set on fire. And does she ever actually show it? Yeah.
Okay, let's see her again.
How's that?
I like that hair color.
It's a pink silverish, eh? My viewers can hear this. I'm not sending this to you.
Oh. I like her hair color. I wonder if I should change. Should I change my hair color?
Hang on. I'm going to send it to you real quick.
I mean, my roots are starting to go there anyway.
Here you go. Can you hear that now?
No.
Really? You should.
Just music. That's all I can hear.
Yeah, that's weird. You should be able to hear it.
No.
All right, we won't do that.
No.
But
interesting, though, we talk about streamers.
Yeah.
I was looking at a piece, a news article. I'm going to say news because I don't think it was news. It was very well researched, but it was talking about celebrities that practice polyamory. And there was 3 streamers that were in one of those thruples. I hate that word.
Yeah, me too.
One of those threesomes. And they had, difficulties, of course.
Oh, of course.
But the guy, there's a couple of actors in there that I already knew were, like Smiths, Will Smith and his wife. And apparently their daughter is also into polyamory. And then there was, anyways, there was a couple. But I thought it was interesting that streamers would be into polyamory because we don't usually people well.
We don't people well, no.
So how did these guys meet up?
I don't know.
It's 2 girls and a man.
But I do know something.
What?
We should get going. I'm getting hungry.
We should get going. Oh, it's 7 bells, yeah.
Yeah, we've been an hour and 20 minutes.
We have been.
We have. See what happens when we script the show?
Yeah.
We end up reading it and go long.
Well, that's what happens when we do
do a bit of research during the day. We got nothing else to do.
Research, yeah.
Well, just because you're, taking the weekend off, so to speak, from book work. Because there's been a lot, and you've been put your nose to the grindstone. I'm amazed you have a nose.
I've been doing lots of editing this week. Yeah.
Yeah. So we should say goodbye.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to pull up the big GoPro camera. I have no idea what this looks like, by the way.
GoPro, what are you going to do? Show
hang
down
on,
here?
hang on.
Show down here?
Yeah, but not yet.
Okay.
I'll push the button when I'm ready.
All right.
But we'll say goodbye. And we will be back next week. We don't have anything planned for Sunday, do we? Oh, wait, there's something on here. Nope, that's just you. Day 63.
Just me.
That's your exercise program on the calendar.
Yeah.
So
next week is the 25th.
Next week is the 25th of June already, eh?
25th of June.
I know, eh?
Holy crap. So this week is summer solstice on the 21st, I think.
Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the days start getting shorter again.
Oh, you have a masterclass that day.
On the 21st?
Yep. Anyways, not important. So we'll be here unless there's a change.
Yes, we'll be here on the 25th.
We'll tweet it out if there's an issue.
And like, subscribe.
Oh, I should do that.
And give us some comments about
there's a subscribe.
What you'd like us to yip yap about, because,
we'd like to hear it.
We'd like to hear that. We'd like to
tell us you like the show. Tell us you don't like the show. Tell us why.
Yeah, you'd like to see some people on chat too. That'd be cool.
I'd love to see a chat other than the bot playing 8-ball.
That'd be cool. That was my biggest thing. I have interacted so much on on YouTube, but when I was on Twitch regularly,
was the chat?
I interacted with the chat people all the time, and it was
the chat people
was great fun chatting with some folks.
I'm going to try a new camera
games
angle here, and tell me if you think it works.
Okay.
When we get that far.
Okay.
So I'm going to flip the shot now.
Okay.
See, it's us over here. Hi. Hey, look, there's a background behind me. I should put my face in the microphone though. So this is where we should say goodbye, right?
Yeah.
Let's say, see, look, you can see us. Wait, I'll do this. Let's do this, just because it's funny looking. There you go. Look, you can see us on the screen. All right.
Bye. I'm Polykiss, and you are
Hyperlynx. It says so right here.
right
there.
And you've just been into hearing this, that, and then some. Join us next week.
Bye. Wave at the camera.
Bye.